My husband fired me from the company we built together. 6 months later, he applied for a job at the business I started without him. The email arrived at 9:02 am. Subject: employment termination. Notice I thought it had been sent to the wrong person. I was the operations director. I'd worked there for 14 years, long before we could even afford office chairs. I walked into my husband's office holding the printed email. Is this a mistake? Nathan didn't even look up. No, we're restructuring. I laughed. Restructuring? We started this company together. You started in the garage with me. He folded his hands. The board voted. What board? He finally looked me in the eyes. The board I created after we went public. I realized something. I wasn't on it, somehow, over the years. He'd quietly removed me from every important decision. I own 38% of this company. He smiled. You did? What? He slid another document across the desk. It was a shareholder agreement. My signature was on it, according to the document. I'd sold almost all my shares 5 years earlier. I stared at the signature. It looked like mine, but I had never seen that document before. When did I sign this? You don't remember? No, you signed dozens of papers during the expansion. Then I remembered. 5 years earlier, our daughter had been in intensive care after a serious accident. Nathan handled all the business paperwork while I stayed at the hospital. Every evening he'd arrive with stacks of documents. Just routine approvals. Sign here. I never questioned him. I trusted him. I walked out of the building carrying one cardboard box. Inside were 14 years of my life. My assistant ran after me. She hugged me, then quietly slipped a USB drive into my pocket. Don't tell anyone. Just watch it. That night I opened the files. Hidden security footage from the executive conference room. Nathan was speaking to 2 board members. I don't care if she built half this company. She's too emotional. The business needs one leader. What if she refuses? She won't. She signs everything. I closed the laptop. For the first time in my life, I hated him. My lawyer examined the shareholder agreement. The signatures weren't forged. They were real. Legally, I'd signed everything. Ethically, I'd been manipulated. The lawsuit would take years. Instead, I made a different decision. I used what savings I had left, rented a tiny office, hired 3 former employees who'd resigned after I was fired. We started over. The first year was brutal. There were weeks when I couldn't pay myself, but our clients trusted us. Not because of the company name, because of the people. Within 4 years, my little startup had become one of the fastest growing logistics firms in the region. Then came the email. Job application received. Applicant Nathan Brooks. I thought someone was playing a joke. No, his company had collapsed. The board he'd trusted had voted him out, exactly the way he'd once voted me out. My HR manager asked, do you want to reject him? I looked at his resume, then quietly said, no. Schedule the interview. The receptionist almost laughed when he arrived. He looked older, tired. Nothing like the confident CEO who'd fired me years earlier. I walked into the interview room. His face went pale. You own this company? Yes. Silence. He looked around. I deserve this. I nodded. Probably. I need this job. Why? I lost everything. The board replaced me. I smiled sadly. Funny. I've heard that before. He lowered his head. I'm sorry. I know. I was arrogant. I thought success belonged to me. And now I know. I spoke. Finally, he asked, am I hired? I looked at him carefully. No, not because I wanted revenge, because I couldn't trust someone who had once turned trust into a weapon. As he stood to leave, I stopped him. I don't hate you anymore. He turned around hopefully. But forgiveness doesn't automatically qualify you for employment. He smiled weakly. I guess I earned that. After he left, my assistant asked if I regretted saying no. I looked out the window at the company we'd built from nothing. No, because this business was built on trust. And once you've sold someone else's trust, you shouldn't expect them to invest in you again. Sometimes karma doesn't arrive as revenge. Sometimes it arrives as a job interview, where the person sitting across the table is the one you once believed you'd made powerless forever. If someone destroyed your career through manipulation, would you give them a second chance when your positions were finally reversed?